This is how you can beat a hacker every time in Rivals. And this is how to get out of the map to win every single fight. Those are some of the best tricks pros abuse that you don't. The first trick pros abuse is to get to max height without anyone knowing. So if you have a trowel in your hand like this, and you place it down, if you jump on the third block right there like this, and then you hit, you go up high like that. Now, it wasn't high enough, so do it again and time it right. You get sent flying. Now, there is... Okay, why the blocks? You meant to go higher, but the blocks hit me. Try that again. If I place it down like this, if I run, hit it like that, I get sent flying, and I can kill the guy. It worked. You saw. We try one last time. Oh, God, he hit me. So as you can see, this trick is so overpowered and so broken because, one, you get high movement, and secondly, pros abuse this because it's very easy to use and it's very off-putting. If you master that, you're going to become a pro. Look up, Cooper. Trick 2 is in the lobby, and it's used by every pro. If you go to the settings icon on the bottom right here, and you scroll all the way down to where it says field of view, you want to increase this massively. I'm going to put a side-by-side comparison of all FOVs. As you can see, with 120, you can see all around you if I look left to right. Now I'm back on regular FOV, you can't see fully left to right. And on 60, you can barely see the doorways. So raise the FOV up to 115 to 120, whatever your preference is, and you're going to be able to see so much more in these intense battles. In this third trick, pros abuse this to beat hackers. Yeah, you heard me. For this, you need the Katana and a subspace mine, but replace that with a grenade if you don't have one of these mines. So you don't know how Katana works. When someone shoots you, it blocks the bullets and shoots them back like that. So I place the mine down like this and fly up. And if I get shot, blocked all the bullets and I killed him. It works just as fine. And if a hacker's using an aimbot, how are they going to block that? Bye, Cooper. Bye-bye. Attempt this with the Katana and you'll be great at it. Now, the fourth trick means you won't have to reload anymore. So when I go to shoot and I reload, you'll see an indicator here. Then I have to wait more time. You can cut that in half. So after the first animation, if you switch gun and switch back, it cancels this part out. Let's use this in an actual game. So if I got to reload real quick, switch gun, switch back, reload, switch gun, switch back, and have enough time to kill him. In reality, you can switch to your second gun, but like, reloading in half the time is OP. And at the end of the video, a Rivals Pro has given me a secret trick no one's seen before. So stick around for that, but also this next trick is insane. The fifth tip is using explosive barrels. I've seen insane plays, and I mean insane plays using these. So pretty much, if you're on a map like Doc's here, utilizing these explosive barrels could win you the most insane games. So as you can see, I'm 1v1 my friend right now. If you lead into an explosive barrel like this, even though they're really nerdy, that's a real quick, easy trick that you have to utilize because some of you just ignore it. This next trick is very simple, but it's very mind-blowing. As you can see on my screen, my friend Cooper is jumping around on my screen. When I play Roblox, my game is a bit stuttery. But with the new Roblox update, you can now raise your FPS. So if you go to settings, if you press S or settings, I don't know if you can do this on mobile, console, and PC. If you go to settings, it should say frame rate at the top. If I change that to the max, it can be. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but my FPS is so smooth now, and my aim tracking is crazy. Go on YouTube and type 60 FPS versus 240. I promise you the difference is crazy. Is your FPS on max as well? I'm on 240 now. This is so nice, man. Oh my God, the game is lovely. Woo! No! 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 For fuck's sake, man, that freeze rate is crazy. I've seen someone get a 10-win streak with just this strategy. It's called scythe dashing, but there's an OP secret method no one knows. To scythe dash, you jump and then you boost like that. And then obviously, simple, right? So once again, slide, jump in the direction you want to go, and just shoot. The reason why pros use the scythe as well is because it's just a quick mechanic to get out of situations. The secret OP strategy with a scythe, so if I just use it like this, I go to about the middle of this pad. If you get a subspace mine and slide into it, so watch this, so run, slide, jump, and then boost. I have now made it across the full map. The movement is crazy. Let me show you a few cool things you can do with this. So if I boost all the way up like that, they can't anticipate where you're going to land or what you're going to do. If I get up like that on the block, simple, right? If you're struggling from the right or left, you can just go over all the objects. This next tip pros abuse is the most toxic. I've got my friend to show you what this is, and if I turn around, it's... I wouldn't recommend this, but the next trick is a full white outfit. If you don't know why, we're about to go in a game and show you. This pro tip is just to be fully white and blending with the sky if you're using the subspace. Oh, look, man, I can't even see the clothes. You blend in with the map, you blend in with the clouds, and every map nearly has white, so... And everyone plays on this map for some reason. Just to prove he's not invisible, 720. I didn't actually expect to hit that. What the? Anyway, on to the next trick. This next tip will make you go from potato aim to god aim, and that's with a custom crosshair. A lot of you are like, custom crosshair in Rivals? What? Yeah, I literally thought the same until I researched this. And luckily for you, I found the best custom crosshair as I've experienced from Valorant to Fortnite to CSGO, which makes my opinion valid if you ask me. So on your screen, go down to where it says settings and go to crosshair. Turn on static right there at the top. It turns off all crosshair effects. You don't want that. Leave the second one as disabled, leave the third one as disabled, and leave the rotation on 0. And scroll down to where it says bars enabled. Now, everyone who wants pro settings, have them off. But if you want the bars on, do these settings. So put spacings on 0, change the length to 7, the thickness to 3, and the transparency to 0. The bar shape to round, and leave all of this on, and bam. As you can see at the top of the screen, it does tell you what it looks like. That's what it looked like with bars, but for our one, we're going to turn that off. Once again, if you want that on, do it like that. Now for our crosshair, we're going to turn dot enabled on. The color, a lot of people do green, but esports pros do recommend to change it to yellow if you're shooting at people from further away, and red for people up close. Now I'm going to change mine to red, because red helps you focus on close players. It's a mental, psychological thing, but red does look the best too. Change the thickness to 7, transparency to 0, and dot shape to round. Outline, you want enabled. You want a black outline, so it's distinct. You want the thickness to not be 1, but 2, just so it's a bit stronger. And you want the type, once again, to be round. So it creates a round crosshair and not the disgusting square. Then let me show you what it looks like in game. It looks quite small on my recording, but on my screen, it's quite big. So if I see him there, bam. Did I make him rage quit? Oh my god. Alright, let's do this. So as you can see, once again, done. Simple as. Use this red crosshair. It's really good. Really effective. Abuse what the pros do. This next tip is more massive than the low tip of fade meme because it improved my aim by about 100. I'm serious. So on PC, Xbox Mobile, whatever it is, go to your settings, and if you scroll down, it should say camera sensitivity. Right there. You can change your sensitivity in Rivals. I did not know this. My sensitivity was like on medium. Now, if I go back to this, I have to be so very gentle with my mouse. If you look, ready? This is me moving it a teeny bit. Oh my god. Before, when I was shooting, I was so gentle with my aim. Now I have so much control over my sensitivity, and it helps me so much with my aim, as you can see on the screen. A lot of people who play Roblox might know this, but if you didn't, like me, please change it to that. Now, the next trick is so simple and hidden, no one realizes it. And that trick is, don't ADS. Stands for aim down sights. So if I'm aiming at this guy, I'm aiming down. I'm missing him. But if I'm not aiming down sights, I've got to reload. Do that other little trick I just showed earlier on. You see? Don't aim down sights. For some guns like the sniper, you're going to want to ADS, obviously. But for a regular gun like this, it's a lot harder to control. Because like this, not ADS really does help, and it will save you so much time. So remember, when you're in a gunfight, do not right-click. Do not aim in. Doesn't make a difference unless you're playing a game like Fortnite. Now, before I tell you a hidden trick a pro taught me, I'm going to have to tell you a simple trick that you need to know. That is slide jumping. As you can see on my screen, I'm slide jumping. Every pro in this game, mark my words, slide jumps. I have gone against countless players who don't know how to do this. Or they just don't do it for no reason. Here's 3 reasons why you want to do it. 1, you move faster. 2, your enemies can't shoot you. And 3, you look cool. Now let me show you how to do it. People say they jump and then they slide, but that makes you crouch. The real way to do it is to slide, then jump. Slide, then jump. It's simple, right? But if you want to time it faster, halfway through the slide, jump. Because if you do it at the end of the slide, you have no momentum. So if you do it halfway through, you carry on that speed from before, and you can keep going like this, and it's like quite nice and quite fluid. If you had a scythe to it as well, you can move up and then slide. That's one more simple trick you need to know that pros abuse, because like, if you're playing against a guy, he's always like sliding around the map like this, and then he's going to do some crazy shots, and then he's going back up, and then he's sliding. Like, it's OP as anything. Quickly, before I tell you the trick a pro taught me, I'll be giving away a bundle in the store of your choice. All you gotta do is subscribe and tell me which bundle you want. This pro player taught me a hidden trick that would get you a 100 win streak, even if you're a noob like me. Learn every single one of the maps, but not just the layout. Learn which hiding spots can get you a draw so you don't lose. Let's get around. Which loadout is the best on each map. Bam, 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 bam. And the best movement spots. There we go. There we go. If you want a full video on all of that, let me know.